2004 Toyota Tacoma PreRunner V6 two-wheel drive. Rack and pinion replacement. Remove tire in a star pattern. Always remove the wheel lock first and install last. With some pliers, remove the cotter pin from outer tie rod. With a 24mm, remove outer tie rod nut and take out from knuckle. Let's move to the other side and repeat process. With a 12mm, remove steering shaft bolt. If the steering shaft is really rusted, you can give it some love taps to remove. Before you remove the steering shaft, make sure the steering wheel is center and you can mark the steering rack and the shaft for reference. There are two power steering hoses. The first one, you can remove it with a 17mm wrench. The other one, you can remove clamp and pry the hose out. There is a bolt and nut holding the steering rack bracket. Remove them with a 19mm socket. With 22mm and a wrench holding the other side, remove the rack and pinion bolt. The last bolt is in the middle of the steering rack. Remove it with a 19mm. This step you can do it while the rack and pinion is on. Break loose the inner tie rod nut. Count how many laps it takes to remove the outer tie rod, that way the wheel alignment is not that off. After the rack and pinion replacement, the truck needs to be aligned. After, make sure rack and pinion is the same. Transfer the steering rack bushing and steering hose pipe. I like to measure both sides to make sure the steering rack is the most center possible. Reinstall rack and insert the bolt and hand screw the nut. Put back rack and pinion bracket and hand screw bolt and nut. Hand screw steering rack center bolt. With the wrench on the back and the 22mm socket, tight steering rack bolt. Tight rack and pinion bracket. With a 19mm socket, tight rack and pinion bolt. Reinstall steering shaft in the same mark. Put back the 12mm bolt into steering shaft and tighten. Slide in power steering hose and clamp back in. Hand screw power steering hose and tighten. Before continue, we like to make sure everything is looking good and tight. After making sure outer tie rod are the same, we install them with the same amount of laps that we count early. Put outer back into the knuckle, replace nut and make sure is aligned with the cotter pin hole, also replace cotter pin. Repeat same process in other side. We can tighten inner tie rod nut. Put both tires back in. Hand screw wheel nuts and remember to install wheel lock last. When finished, we like to bleed the power steering system with this sequence. If you like more stuff like this, subscribe. We are here to help and ready for the next one.